Hey.
Ooh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened on that video. It's so weird. Let me just say thank you so much for joining us, guys. My name's Lisa Huber, and you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, where we bring spiritual and metaphysical awareness from the heart to the public. And it's my pleasure to introduce my very dear friend, Netty. Netty is a spiritual artist. Yeah, check out her stuff, guys, if you're on Instagram. You have your stuff on Instagram, right?
Yep.
Yep. And her main goal as a reader is to make sure people are receiving accurate and practical messages for their highest good. Take it away, Nettie. Oh, did you want to explain about your process that you do?
Yeah. So, you never know what you're gonna get with me. So, as of right now, I am giving oracle messages for shadow work. Or whatever messages come out, because sometimes a message is a message, right? It may not always necessarily deal with shadow work, but that's what my main focus is.
Oh,
Um,
Nettie,
yes.
there's a little bit of like static. I think it might be from the headphone. Let me just. Let me just
Good.
yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Oh, like I was, sorry about that, guys. So I was saying
Sorry.
that I do have two oracle decks. So me I'm going to use today. Have you could pick the number one or two. One is the tarot card, and two is the oracle, or you could do three. So it could be a mystery. From whatever deck I see, and you want to match from a mystery deck, go ahead. Right now is no question asked. I do answer questions on my personal Instagram, so I do a lot of free ask questions. You could just
I love you.
leave that my personal, um, my spiritual Instagram, and then when I have it open, you guys can ask questions. It don't have to be necessarily like spiritual. You could be asking me a question about my spirituality, my practice. That's fine. You know.
You're gonna kill me, Nettie. It still sounds. Let me just check if anybody's on stage. Anybody on stage, guys? If you hear Nettie, does it sound a little crackled still? And do I sound a little crackled?
It is. It is to me. Yeah, a little. Both of you do.
Yeah. What is going on, guys? I apologize. Let me just see if I can.
I hope you guys don't hear the background because my background is doing discussion work outside, so I have the headphones on.
I was gonna say maybe. Yeah. Try your headphones again. And I'm trying to fart around with things on my end. I'm here. It's a bit static. It's a bit static. Thank you, Zara. Hi, Lisa. I see you guys. Hi, Zara. And we have Kynan and Shani and Hunter, Diane, Shauna and Shipra. I see you, Shipra, sending you an invite. Okay.
How do I sound, guys? Do I sound good? Do I sound
It,
crystal clear?
you sound much better. I'm probably the one on my end. It's got a little static in it, but you can hear you a lot better. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for this. If you're unable to hear, please know if you jump onto LinkedIn, well, yeah, LinkedIn, YouTube, that link pinned above. If you're on Clubhouse, we will be looking. I can look at your comments. So I'm ready to go. If you're ready to go. Oh, I just wanted to say, because it's a little staticky, we're doing shadow work, and like Nettie said, this is you guys using your intuition. So when she starts off, please just let us know what number is it between 1 and 3.
So one, two. Oh, and a mystery. I want to do so. I just want to do something different. See how people like it or not. Give people a chance to pick which one is right for them. You know.
Sounds good to me. Let me go into Clubhouse and then I'm going to go onto the feeds. Let's see. Diane, are you there? Hello, Diane. Hmm. Can you guys hear me on stage in Clubhouse?
Yes, we
I
can.
Oh, great. Maybe she might have stepped away. Let me go back to Diane. Shauna, are you there? Thank you, guys.
I'm here.
Yay! Is that your puppy?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
It's
God.
RJ.
RJ's so cute. Oh my goodness. Well, let me just. I'll get wrapped up in the puppies. Nettie, this is Shauna. Shauna.
Hey, Shauna.
Hey, Nettie. I think I've met you before.
I know you guys have. I know you have. I love you guys.
Oh yes. Okay. So, what would you like? One, two, or
Let's go with mystery.
mystery? Okay, I'm looking at this deck, so I'm gonna take this one. This is okay. Let's see, missing any message that they need to hear as of right now for their shadow work. Woo! One thing for these decks because I barely break them in, they just all slipping and sliding.
Yeah, the last time we had a show, they were just flying out.
Okay, this card came out. It says alliance. So I feel like this is about knowing who to work with, even if it's people that you don't necessarily like. It's like I'm not trying to tell you to be friends with people that you don't like. I would never tell anyone that. I would tell you that there's time and a place where you have to work with people that may be unpleasant, but you have to get a job done. So it's like use when it comes to the chance of working with people that you don't like, using it in your best benefit. Because at the end of the day, they get something, you get something. So it's almost like putting your ego aside to get to point A to B. And sometimes, we gotta make those. It's like making a business. Just take it as a business trade, not something as it's kind of like think of it as I'm taking this opportunity for a business plan. I'm not doing this for emotional benefits. It's more so how can you help me? I can help you. And also know who to rely on when it comes to receiving help, because sometimes your best friend may not have your best support as you think compared to someone you would never thought would have your best interest, even though you two may not see eye to eye on everything. Does that make sense?
It does. Um, yeah. Yeah, because I'm getting ready to travel, and while I'm traveling, I'm gonna do some I'm gonna get connections with somebody to possibly either a get a job um doing what I want to do. And so I don't, maybe that's not what it is. Maybe it's like I'm gonna have to work a job for a while that I don't want, you know, in order to get to where I do want. Maybe I'm totally off.
No, you're not totally off. If that's what you feel like. If that's how you take the message. Take it as it is. Take it what resonates with you. Because I'm not gonna tell people, oh, you're wrong. No, I give the message not for me to understand. It's all about for you to understand. Because at the end of the day,
Right.
once I turn this off, I'm gonna forget everyone's messages. So take this as you do. Well, in where we live in, sometimes you gotta do things that you don't necessarily want to do for a long run, but it's something that gets your feet out the door. And that is cool talking and working with people, taking jobs and opportunities that you may not be like your full interest, but it's getting you the experience that you need. Because I'm doing that right now as we speak. I'm doing things that I'm not very necessarily interested in, but it is help with my gaining experience, and that's what I need. And so it could be the same thing for you.
I love that.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Awesome.
Thank you, Shauna. And I'm just curious,
Thank you.
what kind of puppy is RJ?
Oh boy, that's a big question.
So cute.
Because the way that he holds his nose makes me think that he is um partial, that he's got a little bit of like pointer in him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm told that he has some Chihuahua and Jack Russell.
He is a mix, but
Uh,
he's beautiful. I love him.
I mean, he's a piece of work. I'll tell you what, he is. Um, he's got the energy of 100 small school age children. Every day, all day long. Yeah,
Oh
see,
my, I thought that was him. Well, I just want to say that made my day. I love his picture. Thank you, Shauna.
he's you're welcome. He's something. If you want it, I can go on and on about him all day long. But because he is the love. He is the little love of my life there. So,
Oh,
oh,
well, I'm always
but
happy.
yeah.
Always happy to see you in here, and thank you for sharing them with us. Appreciate it, honey. I just want
Yeah.
to say, go into the feeds, and I want to say, welcome. Let me just break up my glasses here. Welcome to Cassia, and I saw Colleen pop down there. I'll send you an invite, but no pressure to come up. And I'm going to go back into the feeds, and then I'll go back to Diane and check and see if she's there. Zara, I see you left a message. And she says, welcome, welcome, Zara. She said, I'd be so grateful for reading if you feel drawn, maybe too.
So it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got you. Shadow Mesh for Zara. Shadow Mesh for Zara. What does Zara need to hear at this specific moment when shadow work? Okay. The Ace of Pentacles Tarot card. I kind of feel like something's telling you put these cards back because they're not meant for you. But I'm gonna read this how I'm intuiting would. When I see like an Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I also think I feel like a loss of opportunity. And the Tower card in reverse, I think of like abrupt changes slowly happening, even though you're. It's like kind of like things gonna change, whether you like it or not. Is whether you accept it or you don't. When I get full of the reverse, so I feel like sometimes if this resonates towards you, this is more so you have to accept the fact that you may lose opportunity and there will be outcome for it. Yeah, it may not be working. It may not feel like it's working in your favor, but things like this are a part of life. You gotta accept it, embrace it, and move forward. Doesn't mean it's like the only opportunity you're gonna have. There's other opportunities out there for you, but we can't resist the idea of change. We could try to slow it down, but doesn't mean that's gonna stop it from happening. I always say, you lose one opportunity is other opportunities for you. Okay, hold on, because something told me to reshuffle the car, so I guess I'm not done with you, Zara.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Oh, excuse my language.
No worries. No worries.
You have the Death card, the Magician, the Emperor, and you have the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm not. It doesn't even matter if it's a very real or not right now. I feel like it's. I know it sounds cliche. A lot of changes that come into an end for you, the things that you're manifesting into your life, but it's a part that you need to be you need to like claim it in a sense, or you need to have that authority, like to accept this and this change. This feels like I don't know if you've been awarded something, but it feels like if you've been awarded something that kind of got to come to an end in a sense. It's like what's for you is for you, and you can't like try to run away from it. It's like you gotta embrace it, you gotta accept it, and then once you're able to embrace the outcome, things will actually move smoother for you rather than trying to deny it or trying to run away from it. It's like kind of like you have to face what you're asking for, because if you don't, it's still going to be there and it's still going to be in your face, even though you're trying to subconsciously block it out your head. Like, no, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be a problem. It's not like a bad thing, but it's more so just face what you have to face, so you can for you to feel smooth, so you can move through it smoothly rather than try to struggle and hide from it. Um, and I do feel like for you, there's a lot of abrupt changes that's probably going on around you, and it's like it's gonna come to you in a way like you may feel, oh my God, it's too much, but it's like accept the chaos, because once you're able to accept the chaos, you have a different point of view, a different mindset, and you are able to move differently than before. Okay, that's what I have for you, Zara. Hope that resonates, and you're welcome.
Zara, excuse me. Zara says, hee hee, thank you. I've been trying to create a new change and different opportunities, but certain things that I've been wanting to work out haven't. So I have some resistance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You need to take away the resistance. Trust it's like one of those things like, oh, I gotta do this. But it's like, yeah, you do gotta do it. But I feel like things will work out in your favor. I mean, things take your time. No, you got plenty years to go, man. So just take your time and be easy on yourself during this process. It's not gonna be an easy process, but give yourself grace, but also get on your own ass and be like, okay, I gotta get this done. I know it's gonna be a bothersome, but I'd rather do it now than later than have so much regret later on. Like, I didn't do this fast enough, you know?
Nicely put. I love that. She said thank you and much love and gratitude.
No problem.
Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad. Lisa just popped on and said sound is better on YouTube. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, if you just popped in the feeds, guys, Nettie's asking for you to use your own intuition and to pick a number between 1 and 3. So thank you, Zara. Let me just go back to Clubhouse and then sorry, and I'll be right back, guys. Right.
1, 2, or mystery.
Oh, mystery. Yes, thank you. So let me go in, pull to refresh. Hunter, are you there? Hello, Hunter. I gave you guys a chance because
Sorry. I'm here.
yay, I know that Mike's a pain in the butt. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hunter. Hunter, this is Nettie. Nettie, this is Hunter.
Hey, how you doing, Hunter?
I'm good. How you doing?
I can't complain. So, would you like? 1, 2, or mystery?
Mystery.
Okay. I'm going to use my Wisdom of Healing cards for you. Let's see. What's it have for me to know? Oh, this card came out
I
straight
just
up.
flew out, Hunter. Like flew out.
Clear out the debris. That's yeah. This shit. You see how that came? See,
I did.
that wasn't me. You see that?
I saw it.
And
It flew out.
it says today's lesson. Let me show that so if you ever come back, you can read it for yourself. I'm gonna read it. I'll give you a good shot at it. It says, engage in psychic cleansing. How much debris do you carry in your energy field? Debris is generated by irritation, stress, unsuccessful business, and mental emotional toxins. It's distracting and disempowering to the healing process. Your goal to release unnecessary thoughts and emotions. This is like I feel like this is like I don't know why I'm thinking like go to the jungle, just be in the center and just meditate. Like kind of like that type of vibe, but honestly that's not realistic because not everyone lives near wildlife. But it's also the feeling of right now wherever you're going through, take a break. And I kind of want to say, sit your ass down. Being somewhere when you could be by yourself, when you're not worried about anyone else but yourself. This is literally be selfish. Have one day to be selfish for yourself. Okay? That means telling people no. Turn off your phone. You don't have to reply to no one. I don't care if they say, can I give you this and that? Tell them no, even if you want it. Okay? This is like having the audacity to be selfish and take care of yourself. Because when it comes to spiritual cleansing yourself, I think of it as you need this moment, this one specific time period when you're just sitting there alone. You're releasing energy that's not yours. So if you're someone that's bottled everything out, take time to release it all out. That's why I said turn off your phone, because you don't want anyone interrupting you. You don't want other people trying to influence you, or you're like, oh, I could put this off. No, you can't never push yourself off from everyone else, because if you're not 100% in a space to, I want to say like, if you're not 100%, how can you help others in the sense? Especially if you are a person who's very giving and you always push yourself last. It's like, no, you need to push yourself first, because you're carrying not only your problems, you also carry other people's problems, because everyone's leaning towards you to help and solve their problems. And sometimes you need space for yourself to say, I can't do this right now. I need me moment. Some people may be upset with that, but that's okay, because you need time to heal for yourself. Because if you're not 100% at the space that you need, how can you get things truly done? How can you feel energetic when you need to be energetic? Because there's things that may be coming to you that you need your energy to be 100%, not 80, not 95, not 99.99, 100%. And if you are bothered, you are angry, you need to express it to people like, hey, I can't do this at this moment because I'm doing such and such. Don't carry everyone's burden on your shoulder because you feel like you're obligated to. Because at the end of the day, you only think you're obligated is to live your life to the fullest, okay? And helping others, or making sure everyone's that's a plus, and that's a good thing. But sometimes we have to put ourselves first. Like even for myself, I can't always do spiritual readings and all this all the time, because it's draining, it's tired, and I need to put myself first before I can help others, right? So have that mindset of, I'm dealing with a lot, and express that to people, because especially if you're holding it in, no one's gonna know if you don't express that. Especially if you're a type that had a mask on and you can smile people's face. It's okay to tell close friends, listen, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, I need my rest. Please contact me at this time, okay, when I feel energized. And it's okay to be selfish like that. People don't like the idea like people being selfish. Like, no, sometimes you do need to be selfish, and that's okay. It's okay to treat yourself to something nice. It's okay to tell people no. You know, it's okay to have one day just for yourself. If you can, at least have a period, a moment when you're relaxing, and you're not doing anything. And screaming out, express your emotions the best way you can. You feel like you can't speak to someone, write it down. Or have that one-on-one reflection time when you communicate with yourself. Like kind of like talk to yourself, but you're really reflecting how you feel, acknowledging how you feel. Because sometimes we hold a lot of emotions because we're not reflecting on how we feel, and we just like bottling in. Release it, and trust me, things will move hard. Things that you want and manifesting will come to you faster once you're able to let things go and you realize certain things that you need to let go of that you may not was able to see because you haven't self-reflect on it. I hope that helps you.
Yes, that I resonate with that a lot. I work in healthcare, and it's
Oh,
been really draining. So you even bringing that up, it makes so much sense. So yeah, gratitude. Thank you so much.
no
I saw you.
problem.
I saw you flashing that mic continually. He was like, "Yes, yes."
Yeah,
uh,
I could relate with almost everything that she was sharing. So yeah, thank you.
thank you, Hunter, for being here, and I hope you get some rest this weekend. You deserve it. Thank you, Hunter. I just
Thank
want to,
you.
yes, I just wanted to say I saw. Let me just see. Alrika at the bottom. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And I have Colleen and Keisha with us. And I'm going to go back into the feed and come back to Clubhouse. We have 2 Lisa's. Oh, wait, we have 3 Lisa's. I just saw you guys. 3 Lisa's in the feed. Okay, Lisa V. She says, I feel called to two. There's a lot of two
Okay.
today.
Okay, Lisa V. Smith. Make sure I get it correct. Lisa V. Smith. Let's say, what did Lisa here? I'm going to take this card. Because this card away, I don't know about it. Oh. Don't let it go over your head. I think about that song's an old school song. And we have the Devil card. And we have the King of Swords. Three of Swords and the Hermit. Because, okay, I'm sorry about how my cards are looking right now. But let me get this message out before I abruptly forget. This feels like, yeah, when I said don't get things to your head, I feel like, you're allowing certain things to kind of, I don't want to say influence you, but have like I don't know. And I feel like at this moment, pay attention to what you're thinking about. I feel like that's the most important thing right now. Take time to really reflect what you're thinking about. Is this even healthy? Is this barbaric like thoughts that's randomly intrusive? And take time to acknowledge it and like, what is this about? Is something deeper about this? So I feel like this being retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like you really need to take time to reflect on how you think. Because I feel like you're not thinking clearly as you should. Because I feel like this like intrusive thoughts are things that I don't want to say like, oh, that's out of random. Is more so of viewing things in the worst possible way rather than seeing things from a lighter perspective. You know, we all go through shit. You can always look at it for what it is, but also see the light in it. And I do feel like this deals with some healing that you have to do for yourself. Hold on, because I feel like I need to take an extra card for you. Okay, I'm getting drawn to take just that one card for you. Yeah. So normally I would not, but it's giving me that vibe of you need to do something extra. So I'm just gonna listen to my own intuition. I'm telling y'all, listen to your intuition. I'm gonna do the same thing here.
Mhm.
Let me get one card for Lisa V. Smith. Break negative habits. Oh, okay. It says be cognizant of negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power and work on changing the situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overreacting, or being consistently late. Your goal is to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. I literally told you to change the thing about your thoughts. So I really feel like you do have to take time to reflect on what you're thinking about, and it's like, is this even helpful for me? Is this even useful for me? How can I change this negative thought into something positive? It's kind of like counteract any negative thoughts you have. So if you're feeling bad about yourself, bring up 5 positive things about yourself, or bring up 5 positive feelings that you have about yourself. Like, I look good today. That's my favorite lipstick. I look so good when I have this brown lipstick on. Or, oh, today, you know what I did today? I ate me a salad. I'm making sure I'm eating good today. It's like kind of having the positive mindset. I'm not talking about walking around with a daisy, like being no. I'm talking about I'm talking about having positive thoughts that's realistic, but in a sense, it's not like you're being delusional. It's like, no, these are actually facts about myself. I have a great personality when I take the time to listen to others. I am able to wake up on time. I am able to do such and such. It's like you speaking the truth about yourself, and you living in that truth. Okay, so definitely, if you are in a situation when you feeling like it is going bad, see it from a different point of view and see how your action may cause a situation. So sometimes we like to blame others, but it's like, look at your part of the situation too, and how can you improve from it? How can you make an ends to what you've done or whatever is going on? Don't look at things with one side. Look at things for everything. Like, don't have a 90 degree view of things. Have a 360. See things for what it is completely.
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna borrow that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. You can get so stuck in your emotions, and then it's hard. But yeah, you got to back up and look at it at 360 with what's going on, the whole thing. And Lisa V, I don't know if you're still here because I know I just saw she popped over from Facebook to YouTube because of the sound. But that was for Lisa V.
Yeah.
And is that you? Okay, let me just check. Sorry, Lise, because I see Lisa Smith on YouTube and she said, yay, that is her. She said, I'm here now. And then she said, I need to get into the habit of being selfish sometimes. And then she said, you're absolutely correct. Thoughts all over the place. I can definitely relate. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, yes, I get stuck in my emotions and it's draining. I know, guys, we get so wrapped up. Emotions are wonderful to have.
Mm-hmm. I,
And you go ahead.
mm-hmm. I would say it's like it's okay to recognize your feelings, because I feel like a lot of people say, oh, I'm stuck in my emotions. Like, having emotions is not a bad thing. We need our emotions. Our emotions tells
Yeah.
us a lot. But sometimes you gotta see things for the logical point of view, and that's when we need to balance our emotional and our logic, and make them coincide with each other. Sometimes you really do need to listen to your emotions more than your logic, because life is wild. Sometimes
Mhm.
your emotions will lead you to right compared to your logic. But people always say, "Oh, we think things logically." No. What I'm doing out of my emotional needs. I'm not doing things out of my logical need, because spiritual work is a mixture of both. But let's be realistic. If you think about it, you gotta really feel the need to do this. You can't. And spiritual work is not 100% logic. You can't be logical 24/7. You need some imagination. Okay.
Mhm.
If you're a creative person, you need your imagination. That has nothing to do with your logic. But um realistically, in order for me to do my work, I need to put myself out there. So it's like knowing how to balance the two, and so they can work side to side. Because I'm here because emotionally, this is what I feel called to do. But logically, if I'm called to do something, I had to promote myself. I had to be around. I had to show people that this is who I am. This is what I'm part of. So yeah.
Mm, I feel that, and I'm so grateful that we met each other, Nettie, because I'm in the same boat. I'm like, this all started the divine I am, and a lot of people come in and they go, "Oh, well, this is where I'm going to learn everything." Just know, I don't know everything. I'm on the same. I'm on my own divine I am journey, and I'm learning from all of you. So I'm very grateful for all of you being here because, yeah, I'm learning right along with you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Thank you for popping over because, yeah, sometimes with platforms you can hear it. She said, "Great message, Nettie. Thank you."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And while we're, I wanted to say, if you ever want to reach out, guys, to Nettie, you can contact her at Linktree /Nettie. And is that double O? I need to
Double
like
zero.
00, like double. Yeah, okay. Because I keep thinking of 007. Nettie. Okay, so it's Linktree /Nettie 00, 2 zeros, guys, if you want to reach out to her. And she has her spiritual artwork on Instagram. And are you under Nettie on Instagram? I have your information underneath that. I should look at it.
Yeah. So it's two, I have two. Well, yeah, two
Yeah, I thought
Instagram. One
so.
for spiritual and one for my artwork. So you want to look at my artwork, you can. I
Just
like
do
to
a
keep
link
things
tree.
separate. Yeah, I
I
like to keep.
know.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. You know.
Hmm. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Lisa. Let me just pull to refresh in Clubhouse. And again, if you just popped in, you're listening to, well, I'm Lisa with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to Nettie. She's live now on that link pinned above on YouTube, so you can see your cards, guys. And also, please know you can go back and catch the replay to look at the cards because that's always beneficial. So let me just see. Uh, is it Keenan in Clubhouse? Keenan?
Yes, hi, this is Kainan.
Kynan. Oh, I'm so sorry. And thank you, Kynan. And I'm so happy to see you back again. Kynan, this is Nettie. Nettie Kynan.
Hey, Kyan. So I
Okay,
have 1, 2, or a mystery. What would you like?
mystery.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Mystery, mystery, mystery. Okay. Hi, what's your name? So much for the how you feel, especially for your special work. Let me get one card, please, and thank you. I feel like no, these are not the cards. Ooh, okay, so let me do it again. Okay, these were the cards. A whole bunch of cards came up. We got dominance, weak sin, risk, protection,
There's those crows. I love them. I love that crow dog.
perspective. I feel like if you haven't, you know how they say rejection is the best, is like one of the best protection. So I feel like if you have done something that's not for your highest good, and you realize like, oh, why didn't it go out the way? It's like, no, it's for your own good, and you have to kind of like accept when things don't work in your favor. Sometimes we may want something to go our way because it's like that's what we wanted, that's what we truly wanted. I need that it should have went my way, but realistically, if you actually got what you're asked for, you probably wouldn't have liked it, and you were like, what the fuck did I get myself into? You know, it's like seeing a new restaurant and you see they have delicious cheesecake. It's supposed to be the best of the best. You get it, and the day you bought it, you know what's wrong with that cake? You get food poisoning. You see, and it's like, and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have eaten that cake. It looked so good, it looked so fine. What the heck? Now my stomach hurt. It's kind of like that, you know. Yes, it looked tempting. Yes, it was pleasant for your mom, but it caused you to get sick. I'm not saying that's gonna happen to you, but metaphorically speaking. So it's like say, you know, certain risk is not worth it as much as you think it is. And sometimes things happen for our own good, for our own protection, because at the end of the day, our safety is number one. And sometimes we gotta suck it up. And sometimes we gotta say, you know what? Something else is better for me. And I'm gonna just take my laws and I'm gonna walk away. Because if I did get what I thought I wanted and I wasn't happy, then I would have been like, oh, what was the signs? What was the sign to tell me it was a bad idea?
Mm-hmm.
So take things for what it is and kind of have that perspective. You know what? I can switch these things around. That's cool. That didn't work out, but I'm gonna switch something around, and I'm gonna get something that's bigger and better. And sometimes when we're asking for a little bit too small for us, and we need to be thinking big.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. If you limit yourself, yeah, you don't know what's out there that's even better for you guys. So, yeah, always.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always feel like saying you don't want to be in a situation where you feel like what you're going for something, but you feel over dominated by it. Like you feel like you can't escape from it because it's like you sign yourself up for it, and now you got to pay the consequences from taking that offer that you was getting rejected from previous, but you kept going forward. But since you asked for something, it's like, oh, now you really want this? Okay, now I'm gonna make your life 10 times harder.
We're going to give it to you.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I didn't. Like, oh, well, you asked for it, now you stuck with it. Deal with it, and you don't want to put in that situation. Sometimes it's best to let things, say, oh, fine, let it go. Bye. Okay, I got the messages. So I hope that resonates. Maybe not for now.
Yeah, that resonated a lot with me. Thanks so much, Netty.
No problem.
Thank you, Kynan. Thank you. All
Thanks,
right.
Lisa.
You're awesome.
No problem.
I just wanted to say, I saw some people pop in down at the bottom. I see. Let me just check over. Her garden. Welcome. I sent you an invite. No pressure to come up. And Brian is here. Thank you for joining us. And Bahi. Yay! Welcome, guys. Let me go back on to YouTube and then I'll come back into Clubhouse. And again, if you're just popping in, Netty's asking for you to use your own intuition and pick a number between 1, 2, and mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back in, and I saw Lisa come on down. She said she would love number 3.
Oh, it's a mystery. Use this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lisa. Lisa R. Lisa R. What are they? What does she need to know? This is my vibe first. So.
Oh, I just want to tell Bahi. Bahi, thank you so much for letting me know. He said voice is not sounding good. It's probably me. It's been muffled for some reason. If you guys have trouble, I was just told on YouTube, it's very clear. So if you want to jump on and click on there, you can check if it gets too bad. Thank you, Bahi. Okay.
Thank you. So we got relinquish control. It says, so you can see it. Give you a chance to look at it. Identify one person you feel the need to control and think about why that power is so essential to you. What do you fear if your hold is released? Your goal to recognize how much stress is journeying in your body through the need to control someone else. If this is about a relationship, let me tell you something. You can't control no one. You may think you could. This even goes for people who have kids too.
Yes.
You cannot control people at any form of shape or way as much as you think. You can manipulate, make people do what you want, but at the end of the day, spiritually, mentally, physically, not everyone you can easily control, have them do whatever you want them to do. That's not possible. I know people say, well, people get control. Yeah. But once they realize their power, once they realize their situation, once they're able to have the strength to walk away from you, there is no more coming back from it. It's a done deal. So this is about kind of like accepting people for where they're at. And sometimes we want people to be in a better space and we want to help them. We want to make sure they're doing right. We try to guide them to the right direction. But if they're not willing to do that, we can't. Then it's not for us to do about it. You know, we can only be there for people to support them, to love them, and accept them for who they are. If you're not willing to accept someone for who they are, then I would say leave them alone, because it brings out stress in you and the other person, and it brings out resentment, because it's like, how can I? This person's just not doing what I want them to do. It's like, yeah, they're not doing what you want to do, because what you're asking them to do is not part of their nature. So
Part
it
of the
wouldn't make
journey.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make people go against their own nature. If something is not within them, it's not with them. People change. When people change, that's on them. You know, no one should make you feel like no one should make you feel like, oh, I have to change, or this person's gonna leave my life, or just makes them happy, so I'm just gonna do it, because it's not genuine. It's not. It's like they put it on that just to please you. And this is basically saying, you know, I'm not saying you a control freak, but it's like allow people to have this space, because if you don't, they may resent you for it, or they may not be completely happy as you think. Yes, you may feel a sense of pleasure, but they won't either. So it's like, take a step back and allow people to be who they are, because that's how you see people's true colors. If you tell someone what to do, how to act 24/7, you're not gonna know the real them. And when you meet the real them, you're like, what's this? This is not what I signed up for. But it's like, but you asked that person to be someone they're not, so that's what you get. You got a fake person in front of you. You didn't get the real them, because you didn't embrace and accept them. So that's how you want someone to control you. It does. Remember that when every time you feel like you need to have a sense of power and control, and then you take a moment and it's like, if this was the other way around, would I want that same thing done to me? If the answer was no, then take a time to step back.
Lisa just said thank you. She has a little heart there.
No problem.
Thank you, Lisa. Let me just go back into Clubhouse. And again, if you are having any issues with the audio, guys, there's a link pinned above on YouTube, and I'm being told it sounds a lot clearer on there. So thank you for letting me know. Pull to refresh here. And let me just see. Kazia, are you there?
Yes, it's Kasha.
Kasha, I'm sorry. Thank you, honey. Thank you for being here. Kasha, this is Nettie. Nettie, this is Kasha.
Hi,
Hey,
Netty.
Kasha.
I think I'm gonna go with the mystery card.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna go with the image in my head. Okay. What do they need to know for their husband? The husband. Okay. Choices came out.
There's pros again.
Mm-hmm. This is my pro deck. I feel like this is like, when it comes to choices, like, how do you review your choices? Like, do you think about, hey, I'm gonna just hit this right now just because it's in front of my face, or do you wait and study your choices that you have? Because sometimes when you look at something when you first look at something, you be like, this is nice, I'm gonna just take it. But come to find out, the first option wasn't the one we wanted, because we were so focused on making a decision right there, right now, we didn't see the other options that was better for us. So for Shadow, for you would be more so, I'm going to do my little research with my choices. If I feel called for something, I'm going to go for it. But if I'm just picking things out just to pick things out, not really think about my options, then I need to reevaluate that, because that could be more harmful than good. You know, it's one thing when you're intuitive in your gut feelings, so, go with this one because this is what you need at this specific moment, versus I'm just choosing and picking things because that's what I feel for the moment. Like, it is what it is. I'm just pick this because I want to. And not realize, yeah, you could pick something like that, but is it for you, or are you picking this because is this accessible to you? Sometimes accessibility is not always the best choice. Sometimes the better choice is when you work towards getting something that's better for you. I hope that makes sense to you. So I feel like be wise in your decisions. Make sure when you picking something out for yourself or you making changes that you know you're gonna feel comfortable within a week of deciding. You're not flipping and flopping about I should have did this or I shouldn't did that. Stick to your choices, stick to your plan. But if things need to be changed, that's fine too. But just be coherent about what you're picking up for yourself. Because don't be grabbing and choosing things from the shelf because that's what it is feel good for the moment and not something that you know you will want for a long term. It's like, you know, you can go and buy shampoo. You see all these nice shampoos and you're just picking a shampoo because it's in your face, not necessarily, oh, this is a beneficial shampoo. It does this for me, you know? So, and stick to your choices too. I feel like part of it is also just being able to stick through your choices once you know, stand on like this is for me. Like I know this is for me, and nothing can change it. Like stick to it, even if people may disagree. Because at the end of the day, other people's opinions don't matter. Your opinion matters the most when it comes to handling business in your life. I hope that makes sense. And I'm complete.
Yes, thank you so much, Nettie. I am impulsive sometimes, so maybe I need to like slow down.
Oh, you were on the impulsive train too, me? Oh, I'm so glad you showed up in here. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a good message. I'm gonna take that too. So so guys, yeah, if you are just popping on, please know you can catch the replay if you miss anything, or if you want to go back and look at the cards and you received the message. But yeah, some really good messages today. Let me go back in. Okay. And Colleen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yay! Welcome, Colleen. Colleen, this is Nettie. Nettie, this is Colleen.
Hi,
Hey,
Nettie.
Colleen. So, what would you like? 1, 2, or a mystery?
I want the mystery.
I feel like. Mm, I feel like this one, yeah. I'm gonna go back because I feel like this deck while I'm using right now is like one of those really, really good when it comes to shadow work. But I feel like everyone
All right.
likes it. So let me go and shuffle. Everything needs to know everything now. That was a sloppy shuffle. Let me go and reshuffle that because oh, this deck really love to be popping out
I love it.
everywhere. Like, there's that cards flying on the floor. I'm like, shit, one thing at a time. I don't want to lose my cards. Damn. Okay. Illusions. I feel like I don't know if you experience. I feel like saying childhood traumas. Not that you experience it, but I feel like how you view things could affect how you see things as an adult. Like when childhood versus adulthood, and how you may have some point of view that stems from childhood that no longer exists as an adult. It's like, I'm not saying this is your kid. It's like having someone believing that they were ugly because you know when they was younger. That's how people make fun of them for being unattractive, but that's not the truth at all. Like they always been attractive. It's because the environment they were in made them feel small, made them feel unattractive. And as an adult, when people say, "Oh, you look real good, you look beautiful," they're like, "Is this person making fun of me? Is this person trying to taunt me? Is this person trying to like make me feel bad?" So it's like they don't know how to take a compliment. So it's like facing once you facing the different point of views that you once had and kind of like changing that, like this is not true about me, this is not real about me, this is who I'm truly am, this is me as I am. That other person that you once know no longer exists because that was based on false narratives that was never me from the beginning. This is who I am now, and this is how I set myself now. I no longer see myself as this person because I outgrew that. I learned that type of thought process, that point of view. I see myself differently now. I growed up. So this is kind of like making sure that your perspective match who you are now. No longer holding on to belief systems that doesn't suit you, because if it goes against your nature, why are you still believing in that? And this could be for anything. It could be religious wise. Sometimes we outgrow the religion path that we was taught to believe, and so we're like, this doesn't fit me. I'm believing this because this religion, this practice suits me in my spirit. So that's what the message I got for you.
Yes, thank you. That does resonate. I am working on inner child healing right now, and a lot of that come from a stepmother that was not nice to me growing up and would say very mean things that she shouldn't have said to a kid.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was just looking
every day.
I was just looking at your profile, and I'm telling you, that's wonderful what you're doing too, because she's really doing a lot of spiritual work on her end. So kudos to you.
Yes, kudos to you. Much healing towards you, love, and you got this in the bag. And it's just, I always say that people who can realize that, you know what, I do have a concern and an issue that kind of affect me, and I'm able to like see it, reflect on it, I'm working on it. You doing a lot of work, so make sure you always tell people, be easy on yourself. When you know you need work, you need help, you going for it and getting the help that you need. Give yourself a pat in the shoulder, because you're doing a work that most people are still scared to do so.
Yes, thank you. I am. I'm trying to move through it and help as many people as I can on my journey as well. Thank you.
You got it. No problem.
Thank you, Colleen. And welcome back, Her Garden. Because I had people pop in and out, and I know there's been a little problem on Clubhouse getting kicked out and stuff. So welcome back, Her Garden. Did you have a number that you'd like to pick between 1, 2, and mystery?
2.
There you go.
2. 2. This is the first card that came out, 10 of Swords and Reversed. I feel like this is a sense of not trying to walk away from something. Like it's like I don't want this to come to an end. I'm trying to make things work as well as it can. But sometimes a part of my healing is letting things go. And like the whole corny ass saying, it's meant for you, it will come back. And like sometimes that's nice to hear, but realistically, you may not want it back once you are in a space to accept things for what it is. Like, I mean, that's a beautiful saying. I do kind of believe in that. Like, if something's meant for you, it will come back. But sometimes when you may outgrow that, right? So when it does come back, do you even want it? Probably not, once you realize, and I got something better. Let me see, because that's only one card that came out. Okay. You got the 8 of Pentacles. What's the bottom card? So sometimes you really have to take time to really work on your, like, I want to say work on yourself. No, don't focus on what could have been, should have been, and how things could have went smoother. It's like, no, move on, do the work that you have to for yourself. Stick to it. Just don't let it just slide through, because you're like, oh, I just can't get this done, whatever. It's more so, no, work on what you gotta do, handle your business, but realize we don't always get what we want. Yes, there are certain things we don't want to see go, but we have to, for our own growth and for our own well-being. It would have been nice to have that special moment to continue to last long. But it was there for a moment. It wasn't there for a lifetime. And sometimes we got to embrace that we will lose things in this lifetime that we may not want to accept because it's painful and it hurts. But realistically, that was a part of one chapter. We have plenty other chapters to complete in our lifetime. Most of us, we probably still on chapter 2. We thinking we on chapter 5. 10, 100, but really and realistically, we're on chapter 2 and 10. Okay, we on lower end chapters. We not completing a full book yet. We not completing a full book yet. we're not even there. So take this moment as like to understand this is just a little piece of your life right now, a little piece, not the full chapter. That's a little piece, and you will move on to bigger, better things. You know, if it's really meant for you to have it, you could relook at the past and maybe you learn something. Maybe it will come back to you. But if it hasn't, that's okay. It's okay for things not to come back from your past towards you, even though you want it badly. But we gotta sometimes accept our losses, and we will learn from it, gain experience, and able to settle and move forward to something bigger and better. Sometimes we gotta embrace the new,
Bigger and
something
better.
new. Yeah, bigger and
Yes.
better. So I hope that
We
resonates.
Oh my God, sorry. It did resonate. It's kind of pointing back to the past chapter with my parents, and I've been with them for a long time, and so it's kind of like I've been going through a transitional period and having to accept it. And I feel like a lot of people, every time I get some types of messages, they're always like, there's always this need of me having to let go of something or, releasing it. And that I'm in a chapter right now where I'm kind of just like, so, like it's like, okay, whatever, but it's not what I want. But I know this is where I have to be in my life right now, just for this moment. I know it's not a forever type of thing. It's just temporary. So it's been, I don't know, it makes a lot of sense. I'm sort of like, today's been an emotional day for me. I don't know what the hell's going on I don't know if you guys are into astrology. The planet placements are not it for me today, and it's crazy that you say that, because I've been thinking about what I had when I was still staying with my family, the normalcy that I had, and I'm missing that a lot. Like I want my life to be back in a sort of where everything is normal, the normal that I like.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like it's probably never going to, I feel like it'll get back there, but the way it was in the past when I was still staying with my parents, it won't be like that, because I'm officially will be on my own. And I'll just say this last part, that I'm kind of the only person that's going to be here still in Texas. My stepdad leaves in 2 weeks to go back to Missouri where my mom's at. So it's kind of hard adjusting to that and not having any family here. But thank you again, Netty and Lisa. Netty, I don't know how I can send you a donation, but also like I don't know how I do that for you.
Oh, it's on my Cash App. Hold on. I think it's on my Lincoln Street. My Cash. You can go ahead check, because a donation. I always
That's
accept
really
all my.
kind.
That is sweet. I always
Thank
accept all
you.
my donations, and you want to be nice and sweet to me. I take my blessings.
Yeah, she's at Linktree /Netty00, NETTY00, and your Cash App is on there then, Netty.
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
It should definitely be on
Very
it.
sweet.
Thank you so much.
It's okay, but I don't know I don't know where to go for that.
Oh,
Oh,
let me
shoot,
see.
yeah. We have to well, you're on oh, I can't even think. Clubhouse.
She could just spell out her cash app for me, and I could
Yeah.
just send that way.
Okay, sure. It's Netty, NETTY and X. It should have my picture too on it. That is so sweet.
That
I
is.
wasn't I wasn't thinking about nothing, and I'm but they say when you have a blessing, you accept it, guys. I'm telling you this right now. I learned this. When people offer to do nice things, you accept it,
Yeah.
because that tells the universe that you're not too big to accept things from other people.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter to me that people get not at all, because I do this for my free will, and I'm it is what it is. Because I had a long time problem with accepting that good things can happen for me and towards me, because it's like I feel like I'm begging. I feel like I'm asking for too much, and it was because I thought so small of myself. Sometimes you gotta be a little, have your little ego stroke a little bit, and it's saying you are that person. You deserve bigger and better things. So I mean, I accept when people be giving me like free, like, oh, would you like this? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I might like it. Well, not for everybody, because some people energy, you gotta be careful. Some people sneaky like that.
Yeah, they're doing it for something. Yeah, I know.
Right. You think you're gonna give me a rose quartz crystal? I don't. No. Not
Your
Uh,
is your username like Netty Baby? Does it say that? I
Yes.
make you sending it to the right one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry
No
about
problem.
Thank you, Her Garden. And I love your background, the photo. It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more person, and then I would like to end it with a collective message for anyone.
Yes. Yes. Let me just say, I saw Denise pop on. Hi, Denise. Um, we're doing, or Nettie's doing, shadow work readings using your own intuition. So if you have a number between 1, 2, and mystery, let her know and she'll be happy to do a reading for you, Denise. I'm going to look on the feeds because she's on Facebook. Okay. And it takes a little bit sometimes. So you have any big plans?
I'm thinking about getting some banana pudding. It's from this, yes, but it's pumpkin banana pudding. It's so good. It's from this bakery. I forgot his name, but it's really popular. And I want that banana pudding with pumpkin.
Are you near a bakery? Because you talked about cheesecake. Now you're talking about. I'm starting to think. All right.
No, I mean I gotta travel for it, but it's okay. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, Denise said 2, please.
2. Denise for 2. What does Denise need in here right now? 6 of Swords. I feel like someone need to go back to school. I don't know. So we got 6 of Swords. What's going on? For the 6 of Swords. This feels like having to we got the 6 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Sun of Reverse. This makes me feel like you have like kind of like I don't want to step away from this because I don't feel like if I do it'd be beneficial or it's going to be helpful, but I don't have the energy for it. And I feel like sometimes the most painful thing we can do as humans is say no and walk away for something that we truly wanted because we thought we had this vision of how something was supposed to be, but it didn't go out that way. It's like when you think about people getting married, we see 2 people, husband and wife, or wherever the situation is, outside of traditional norms. That it is like, oh, we see these 2 beautiful people getting married. This is the biggest day in their life. They're gonna be together forever, and then boom, 10 years later, they out here getting divorced because they come to realize, or they missed the red flags. This wasn't their person, or wasn't the relationship that was truly for them, because they got caught up on the idea of being with someone just because they filled up a hole for a moment. Not saying that's what you're going through, but it's like certain things in our life come to fill a void, but it is not there to complete us. And if we feel that we need to hold on to something because it's somewhat makes us happy, not completely happy, but it gives us some type of warm feeling, we want to hold it onto it. But eventually you have to let it go, because it's not helpful to keep something because it only gives you temporary happiness, but in the long run is doing harm than good. And it's okay to like say, it's like that sad moment, you see someone over the side and they going somewhere else, you just watch them just go there and separate, like, bye, nice knowing you. It's kind of like that, but I'm not saying you going out there with a person, but it's more so of just embracing and kind of like embracing that sadness a little bit, because some people don't want to embrace their sadness, and then wondering why they still underlying depressed. I'm like, well, you never face your sadness. You just put it in the back of your put it in the back of your mind and kept moving forward without embracing that and saying, you know what, this made me sad. I do miss it, and it's time for me to let this go. Have hope and faith that that things can see the brighter side. And yeah, I kind of want to say it was like. Sorry to say it like this. This don't sound a little depressing, but it's more so, embracing what you feel and saying goodbye, and just wanting or wishing for a better tomorrow, and taking your time to heal from it.
She said, "Thank you for that," and actually put that up a little bit earlier. So I don't know if you wanted to let her know if you have any feedback, Denise. But yeah, that's a really important um, issue is to be able to let that pass through you guys and don't put that off because it's just not going to go away and it will
Yeah.
show up in the form of depression. And so, yeah, acknowledging it, let it go through you, and then sending it on its way. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right, like write a letter. Sometimes you gotta write that letter, and send it to the sea or rip it up, write whatever you want to do. Because sometimes I feel like a lot of people, they're not willing to say what's bothering them. They rather write it down, and sometimes you have to write down those emotions and feelings. And it's like you gotta, when you write how you feel, like you truly feel, and you being like completely honest, and you actually read it back, you're like, wow, I was really feeling this. Like, I never thought I was feeling this much anguish, this much sadness before, and now I'm here, like discovering it, and it's like, wow. It may bring tears to people's eyes too, but it's to that feeling of release, and it's like, wow, I, I'm able to accept this, and accepting our traumas or whatever issue it is, it's kind of hard to handle at first, but once you're able to cope and you realizing what's going on, you're able to move forward, cope with it better, and help you with other future problems. Because problems and concerns, that's going to be a part of human life. You have the good days and you have the bad days. You can't have one
Mhm.
without the other. Okay, guys, let me get to this collector's message. Let's take a nice deep breath. It says no one using number one, so I'm going with one for Oracle cards.
I noticed that too. Yeah.
Right. What is the big message for the collectors, for anyone who's watching this, for shadow work? Let the messages come through truthfully and honestly. We got sacral chakra in reverse, and I believe this deals with our sexuality, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I.
Sacral passion. Hmm.
So I feel like a lot of us are kind of dimming our light when it comes to our sexuality, and this is because we don't want to be shamed. We don't know how to express it. We don't know what we like, and this is about really exploring who you are altogether, not outside of sexuality, but who you are as a total. That confidence, and sometimes that sexual energy. I feel like sexuality does with your sensuality, how you move yourself, how you convey yourself to other people, the way you bring in confidence, your creative energy. So it's like, because certain people are kind of like downplaying their creativity, they're not able to express themselves in the way they need. And that's something that we have to work on as individuals, as people, no matter how old you are. Because sometimes you may feel like, am I doing too much? Is this too much to ask for? And when it comes to the sexual part, if you have a partner, expressing your needs and wants. Don't just focus on the other person's needs and wants. What about your own needs and wants? We all have desires. We all have fantasies that we want to achieve. Not all fantasies are good fantasies. Some things need to just be kept as a fantasy. I'm going to be honest. Okay? That's need to be kept.
Yeah.
Don't try to go outside of that box, because you may try to find your fantasy, and really your fantasy ain't what you really want. You love the
Mhm.
idea of it. Sometimes the fantasy is that's what it is. It's something that you ideally would like and want, but when you experience it, it may not be exactly what you want. So that's how you need to know the difference between that. Okay? No, not to shame anyone, but I'm just gonna say what it is. But also when it comes to what you want sexually, making sure that people match your energy and you're okay with it without making you feel bad. You know, it's okay to say no to certain things. That's not your forte. It's not for you. Don't try to force yourself to do things that you're not capable of doing or you're not comfortable with doing. If you feel like you need time to do certain things with certain people, express that. If they have a problem with that, then kick their ass right to the curb. It's always gonna be someone for you. I don't know why people think that they never find. No, you're gonna find someone who is for you, but it takes time and practice, and it takes you realizing what you want and what you're asking for. What you're asking may be not for you as much as you like to think. Any other messages for the collective? For shadow work, rebuild. I believe this is a tower card in this deck. Rebuild. So I feel like I feel like for certain people this is definitely dealing with them rebuilding how they view themselves, like going through the changes within to come out as a different person, not holding back. It's like it's almost like I gotta break myself down to build myself up, starting at point zero. It's like I thought I wanted this, but scratch it. Had it before. I gotta do something different. Okay, this works in my favor. This could be even changing your wardrobe. Like, okay, I see how this wardrobe looks. This doesn't fit my body. This don't look good at me. I'm no longer in this shape anymore. This doesn't work with me anymore. This is not who I'm trying to express. You know, it's like having someone who dressed like a granny, but then really come to realize, like, I dress like an old lady. I'm not an old lady. Like, I'm still young. I'm still attractive. You know, age is just not a number, guys. So this goes for everyone. You know, and it's like this doesn't fit me. This hairstyle is too old school for me. This doesn't show my true essence. This don't show my true beauty. Let me switch it up some. So it's okay to switch things up, and people may not understand. People may think, "What the hell is going on with you?" It ain't nothing wrong with you. It's you realizing who you are as a person, and you're able to allow yourself to be creative, to free to express yourself in a ways that's beneficial to you, so you can actually be your authentic self. And I'm gonna pull one more. Look at the back of the card.
I love
Release.
that message.
And release. This is like kind of release. This is the death card in here. So we got the tower, the death card. This is about literally kicking out the old, putting in a new, and standing in your power and your strength, and allowing yourself to be creative person that you need to be. That makes you happy within yourself. And people may not understand, people may not care for it, but at the end of the day, it's all about you and how you see yourself.
Mm-hmm. And also, you will draw in the people that are supposed to be around you, that get you. So yeah, just do you. I love that. I love those messages, guys. That was for the collective. So if you just popped on, please know you can go back on whatever platform you're on for the replay and catch that again. And if anything resonated, if you want to reach out to Netty, you can reach her at linktree/Netty, Netty, and it's I gotta keep saying it's Netty
00.
00. You got thank you, Netty. Jeez. And if you're on Instagram and TikTok, she's on there as well, and she has her artwork there. I would check it out, guys. It's beautiful. Let me just pop back on there. Do do do. Oh, I'm not even. Oh, yay! Thank you so much, Nettie. I just love you so much. I'm so blessed to have met you in Clubhouse. I love this app, Clubhouse. So, guys, yeah, definitely reach out to her, and I would love to have you back on again if you'd like to be on. I'd love to have you back.
Okay, yes. I'm gonna take a little break because I
I
gotta
know.
make sure my health is right.
Yes.
So I will definitely hit you back up once I feel more energized to do more readings and play. But I'm enjoying this. Definitely will be doing this more. It's so much fun because I was like, at first I was nervous. Now I'm like, yeah, I could do this. I could do this.
Yes, you can. Oh my God, I just love your energy, and it's just a blessing to hang out with you. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Whatever platform you're on, please hit that subscribe notification bell because we're here every week, and we have beautiful energy practitioners on, like Nettie, that are offering up a free hour of their time. So we hope we'll see you back again, and everyone have a wonderful weekend. Mwah!
Bye,
Love
guys.
you.
Enjoy. Stay
Bye.
blessed. And thank everyone for coming through.
Bye, guys. Take care.